Hey everyone, it's Sammy and I'm going to be guiding you through your 80-minute hot yoga class. So let's just come to a comfortable position to start in child's pose, separating the knees wide, press back towards those heels, reaching the arms forward, letting that forehead come down towards the mat. From here, make sure those hips are relaxed, create some space for deep breathing in your belly. Let those shoulders relax, let that neck be long. Good. From here, let's try to take a moment to come inward. Bring our focus back to our mat, no matter where we are, especially if we're practicing from home, from the living room. Sometimes it's easy to be distracted, but try your best to stay focused on your mat here. You can set an intention for class. So maybe there's something you want to focus on with yourself, your practice. Maybe you want to focus on sending some positive energy, some healing energy, some love, some prayers, whatever it is to someone who needs it out there. And then come back to that throughout class when you find that your mind is starting to wander. You can always come back to this inhale and this exhale. And this is an awesome place to rest anytime that you need. Good, we'll start with a group breathing exercise. So let's start by inhaling through that nose for a count of 3, 2, 1. Hold at the top, take one more sip in, and then exhale, HA sounds like you're fogging up a mirror in front of your face. Good, another deep breath in through that nose. 3, 2, 1. Hold at that top, feel the ribs expand, and then exhale, HA. Last one like that to your own count of 3. Hold at that top, taking one more sip in, and exhale. Good, from here, press up onto hands and knees. So hands are right underneath the shoulders, knees are underneath those hips. That neck is long, shoulders relaxed. I like to start with a few cat-cows. So I want you to inhale, letting that belly fall down towards the mat, taking the gaze up gently. And then just exhale, arching that back, pulling that belly button up and in. Good, keep that movement going with your breath, connecting the movement to breathing here. And every time you move into that arched cat position, feel that belly button pulling in towards the spine, activating that deep core, that transverse abdominis. Throughout class, when we say engage the core, I want you to feel that same sensation. So come right back to neutral now. Keep that belly button pulling up and in as you take that right leg out. Start to roll that ankle one way and then the other, waking up that ankle joint. Without arching that low back, keep that core engaged. Reach that left arm forward. Nice breath here, lengthening through your body. Then take that arm out to the side, bending that back knee, kicking into that hand, and then gently kicking that leg up. Gentle teardrop position through the body to warm up. Good, we'll lower that leg back down, come right back to that neutral, engage that core, take that left leg out, then start to roll that ankle one way and then the other. Good, core stays strong as you reach that right arm forward, nice breath here. Then we'll take that arm out to the side, bending that back knee, gently kick into that hand, stretching, feeling that through the front of the body, and lowering that leg down. Good, from here, tuck the toes. We're gonna press up into our first downward facing dog. So from here, you can pedal out those feet. Good, feeling that through the hips, the back, the legs, warming up and stretching. And then take a moment to see where your weight is in your hands. Try not to dump through your wrist crease. Instead, lift away from those wrists. Spread the weight across your fingers, the base of your fingers, your thumb. Good, let that neck relax, tailbone reaches high. Then from here, press up to your toes. Let your chest come down towards your thighs, feeling that increased stretch through the shoulders. Good, take those legs back to straight, lower the heels. Nice breath here. And then you can gently step or float those feet forward to a forward fold. Let the knees be soft, the head can be heavy. You can grab onto opposite elbows and sway side to side for ragdoll if you'd like. Good. From here, take that left hand, plant it in front of that left foot, bend that left knee, rotate, reaching that right arm up towards the ceiling. From here, you can take that arm behind your back towards your opposite hip, half bind. Good, we'll take that arm back up and we'll switch to the other side. Plant that right hand, bend that right knee, rotate, reaching the left arm up. And then take that arm behind your back, half bind. Good, roll your shoulder down and back, and then we'll lower that hand down. We're gonna bring those feet together if they're separated a bit, and we'll move through a few sun salutations. So inhale, lift halfway, finding length through the crown of the head, through that whole spine, then exhale back down towards the mat. Inhale, reach those arms all the way up overhead, finding length, maybe a mini back bend, squeezing the glutes, and then we'll exhale back down towards the mat. Good, just repeat that. Inhale, lift halfway, exhale down towards the mat. Inhale, those arms all the way up overhead, finding some length, mini back bend, and we'll exhale back down towards that mat. One more time, moving at your own pace with your own breath. Good, as you exhale back down to the mat, we're going to take those hands, planting them at the top of the mat. You can step or float those feet back to your first plank position. So from here, take a moment, engage that core, tuck that tailbone, find strength through those arms. As you inhale, press away from the mat. As you exhale, bring your body forward and elbows come right by your side as you lower down. Come all the way down to the mat for this first one. Flip the top of the feet to the mat. Lift that chest for a baby cobra, squeezing the glutes. Then we'll exhale down. One more time like that. Inhale, lift that chest, squeeze the glutes, feel the muscles along the spine doing the work. Then exhale down. Flip the toes, press right back to that downward facing dog. Good. Nice breath here, and then we're going to connect those movements to create our flow, our transition between postures. So we'll come right back to that plank position, engage that core. Inhale, press away from the mat. Exhale, forward and down, elbows come by your side. Inhale, this time lift to upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Good, this is our transition between postures. We'll do this throughout class several times. You can always press right back to downward facing dog or child's pose if you need a rest. Then come right back to that plank position one more time. Inhale, press away from the mat. Exhale, forward and down, elbows by your side. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Beautiful. We're going to start to warm up those legs. So from here, inhale that right leg up. I want you to bend the knee and stack the hips, opening up the hips, but keeping the shoulders square down to the mat. Good. From here, engage that core. Bring that leg forward and through, planting it between your hands. We're going to move into a low lunge here. So, chest comes away from the thighs, but lifts off, staying low, arms back by your side. Triceps are engaged. Shoulder blades come back together, and then inhale those arms up to crescent lunge. Good. We'll exhale, opening up into cactus, pinching those shoulder blades together. Then inhale those arms back up. Good. From here, hands come down to heart center. Keep that chest upright as we rotate towards that right side of the room. Reaching one arm forward, one arm back. Engage that core, tuck that tailbone. Then hands come to heart center. We'll move down and through that flow. You can always hover a leg if you'd like as you move through that flow. Second side, inhale that left leg up. Bend the knee and stack the hips. Opening up the hips. Good. Engage that core, bring that leg forward and through to that low power lunge position. Thumbs come together, reach those shoulder blades back. Inhale those arms up to crescent lunge. Exhale, opening up into cactus. Bringing those arms back up, hands come to heart center. Good, from here, engage that core, rotate over towards that left side of the room. One arm forward, one arm back. Hands come back to heart center. We'll move down and through that flow. Second side, inhale that right leg up, bend the knee and stack the hips. Engage that core, bring that leg forward and through. This time back foot goes to a 45-degree angle. Inhale up to warrior one. Take a minute, square your hips, square your shoulders. Think about that core. Good, and from here, press open to that warrior two. Tuck that tailbone. Think about belly button pulling up and in. That knee is right over your ankle. Flip that front palm. Inhale, reach forward. Exhale, reverse that warrior. Good, come right back to that warrior two. Nice breath here, then windmill the arms, moving down and through that flow. Second side, inhale, left leg up, bend the knee and stack the hip. Good, bring that leg forward and through, back foot, 45-degree angle. Inhale up to that warrior one. Make it strong and powerful, all these warriors, and press open to that warrior two. Again, press that knee back just a bit towards the pinky toe side of your foot. Engage that core, tuck that tailbone, flip that front palm, inhale, reach forward, exhale, reverse that warrior. Good, we'll come right back to that warrior two. Sink a little bit deeper, one breath, then windmill the arms, moving down and through that flow. Good. From here, nice breath in that downward facing dog. You can gently step or float those feet forward. We'll round up to standing. Good, we'll come right up to mountain pose. Feet are together, roll those shoulders back, palms are facing forward. Engage that core, tuck that tailbone, lengthen through that neck. Good, from here we're gonna move into crescent half moon. So we'll inhale those arms up overhead, interlacing those fingers, release the index finger, cross your thumbs. Good, again, engage, pulling that belly button towards your spine. Inhale, lengthen. As you exhale, come up and over towards one side of the room. So from here, imagine you're going up and over a ball. You're not collapsing at all. You're instead finding length as you pull up and over. Good, you're trying to keep your hips, keep your shoulders squared towards that front wall right in front of you. And use that right hand to pull that left arm up and over as those hips press over towards the left. This is trimming the waistline from the inside out. So with every breath, try to go just a little bit deeper here. Good, we'll come right back to that center, that neutral. You can move just a little bit, shaking it out. Then we'll move to that second side. Again, engage that core, tuck that tailbone, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, come up and over towards that left side of the room. Good, from here, maybe take a moment to relax the shoulders, finding some length through that neck, lifting that chin just a bit. Good, with every breath, again, you're pressing those hips towards the right side of the room, getting just a little bit deeper with every breath. Good, try not to collapse, just lengthen through both sides of your bodies. Being able to keep that nice deep breath is a good indication that you're doing that. Good, we'll come right back to the neutral. Now from here, we're gonna do a back bend. You can keep those arms up overhead, or for a little bit of extra support, you can take your hands to your low back. From here, engage the core. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, start to extend up and back. Finding that length as you take your gaze across that top ceiling, maybe towards the back. Then we'll come back up, and then from here, just move to a forward fold. So just let that body relax. Good, you can pedal out or move into a squat to release that low back. Now we're gonna do a forward fold to counteract that back bend. From here, feet are together. We're gonna bend the knees, chest is on the thighs. Take one hand at a time behind you. Grab it up to scoops the heels. Then from here, we're gonna slowly start to straighten the legs. Good, from here, use your arm strength, your biceps to pull, keeping that chest to thigh connection. Never forcing into it, just breathing into it, slowly working your way there. Good, let that head relax. Good, and then we'll release our hands. You can slowly round up from here. Good. We're gonna separate those feet now about hip width apart. You can use 2 fists as a measurement to check that distance. And then from here, we're gonna move into our 3-part awkward series. So inhale those arms up. From here, shoulder blades come back. Very nice. Chest is lifted, core is engaged, and then we're gonna sit back like you're sitting into a chair behind you. So reach those buns way back, lift that chest. Good. Weight is in your heels, so much so that you can move your toes just a little bit. Try to sink just a little bit deeper, and then we'll come all the way up to standing. Good. Next part, try to keep your arms where they are. You're gonna press up onto your toes. So this time, heel height is the objective. You're gonna imagine here that you're gonna start sliding down a wall behind you, so that chest stays lifted. Good. We're trying to keep the heels up the whole time. If those heels start to come down, that's where you stop. Otherwise, you're just gonna keep sliding down with that core nice and active. Good. From here, slowly, just like you went down, as slowly as you went down, come on back up, and then lower those heels. Good. Third part, you're gonna bring those knees together. You can lift up your heels at any point here. Bring those shoulder blades back, engage that core, and then start to slide down like you're sliding down that wall behind you again. This time, pressing your knees together the whole time. That will slow down this posture. So use those knees pressing together, your inner thighs is your brake. Once you're all the way down, maybe your hips come to your heels, let those knees drop, lift your chest, and then everyone press those knees together, lift up 2 inches, hold right here. 3, 2, and 1. Slowly come back up, and release those arms, release those legs, beautiful. Next, we're gonna get ready to move into eagle. So bring those feet together. From here, inhale the arms up overhead. We'll exhale that right arm underneath the left. Good, we'll get a nice bind here. You can grab onto opposite shoulders if you'd like. Then from here, engage that core. Sit back like you're sitting into that chair behind you. Inhale, lift that right leg up and over. The higher it goes, the easier it is to get it up and over and wrap it. Wrap it around your other leg. You can use it like a kickstand, or you can wrap it all the way around the left leg. Then from here, no matter where you are, lift your chest just a bit. That core is engaged. Sink a little bit deeper. Good. We'll release from here, inhaling those arms up. Exhale back down towards the mat. Inhale, lift halfway, finding length through the crown of the head. And exhale down to the mat. Good. From here, bend those knees. We're going to move into chair. So inhale those arms up and wide. Good. Weights in your heels. Exhale those arms back by your side. Then inhale those arms back up. Hands come to heart center. From here, we're going to rotate over towards one side of the room, opening up that chest, the shoulders. You can separate those arms if you'd like. Good. Hands come back to heart center. Sink a little bit deeper. Rotate over towards the other side of the room. Separate those hands if that feels good. Making sure your knees stay in line here. Come right back to hands, heart center. Sink even deeper. Press up from the side like a lightning bolt. Fingers are still pressing together. Palms are together. Sink a little bit lower, then come all the way up. Beautiful. From here, we'll go right to second side of eagle. So exhale that left arm underneath the right. Good. Get that nice bind. Engage that core. Sit back like you're sitting into that chair behind you. Inhale, left leg up and over. Find that nice bind with your legs. Bring your elbows, your hands, your knees back to midline. Lift that chest, engage that core. Sink just a little bit deeper here. Good. From here, slowly come up. We'll release those arms up overhead. Good, and then just stay standing. Very nice. We'll take our first water break here. Remember though, anytime throughout this practice, you can take water and rest as much as you need. You can also pause it at home, right? Good. We're getting ready now to move into our standing bouncing series. So for this standing bouncing series, we're going to come right back to mountain pose. Come to the center of your mat. Good. From here, roll those shoulders back, palms facing forward, ground into the earth, finding length as if someone's pulling a string through the top of your head. First is our standing forehead to knees. So we're going to ground down through that left foot. Inhale that right foot up to a 90-degree angle. This is a perfect place to stay if you'd like. You can stay right here working on your balance, holding, or you can inhale, lengthen, exhale, round up and over that leg, interlacing all 10 fingers underneath that foot. Good. From here, engage that core, lift that chest. You can slowly start to kick that leg out in front. Our goal is to keep that chest lifting, that spine straight. If you have 2 straight arms and a straight leg, you can eventually bend the elbows down by your side. Good. You can hold right here, or if you're working that final expression, take that forehead down towards that knee, looking at your opposite big toe to help you balance. Good. No matter where you are, slowly come up and out of it just like you went into it. Beautiful. Come back to that mountain pose. We're going to ground down to that right foot now. Now inhale that left. Good. Like I said, you can stay right here working on your balance. You can hold on to your knee. If you're moving on, inhale, lengthen, exhale, round up and over that leg. Interlace all 10 fingers, engage that core, lift that chest. Then you can start to kick that leg forward, heel towards that mirror in front of you, lift that chest. Good. If you have the 2 straight arms and a straight leg, only then bend your elbows down. Good. If you're working on, you can take that forehead down towards your knee. Good. We'll slowly come up and out of it just like you went into it. Beautiful. Good. Next is standing big toes. So you can take your left hand to that left hip. Our right side, we're going to use our peace finger and thumb. So we'll reach down with the peace finger and thumb, grab onto that right big toe. Once you get a hold of it, roll your shoulder back. Think about engaging that core as you lift that chest, and then slowly start to kick that leg out and forward. Good. From here, you can always just hang onto your knee if that feels better. Or if you're holding onto that foot or knee, work it out to the side if you can. You can take your other arm out for a counterbalance. can challenge your balance by taking your gaze over towards that left wall. Good. Or you can even half bind it if you'd like. Good. We'll take that leg out in front. Hold it right there. Lift those arms up. Reach that leg a little bit higher as you reach for 3, 2, and 1. Good. Second side, right hand to that right hip. Left peace finger and thumb. Reach down for that left big toe. Once you get a hold of it, roll your shoulder back. Think about your posture. Engage your core as you start to kick that leg out forward. Good. You can work it out to the side. Wherever you went on the other side, feel free to go there. Here, you can challenge your balance by taking your gaze over. You can even half bind. Good. You can take that leg back out in front. Everyone hold it right there. Lift it a little bit higher. Engage your quad, your core. Take your gaze up. Look up for 3, 2, 1. Good. Now come right to the center of your mat. We're going to do 2 sets of our dancer's posture. So for that dancers, I'm going to have you start with your right elbow to that right hip. Palm is facing up. Without twisting or turning that hand, straighten that hand, reach, grab the inside of that right ankle. Bring your knees back together. From here, inhale, lengthen, reach up with that left arm. From here, you just stay right here working on your balance. If you're moving on, you're going to inhale, lengthen, exhale, start to kick into that hand. That's the first thing that should happen. That kick goes first. Then, as that leg starts to lift, that chest can start coming forward and down. Find one gaze of focus right here, that laser point focus. Keep using your breath and keep kicking into that hand. The good news is we hold this for a while, so if you come out of it, come right back to where you left off. I promise the harder you kick, the easier it is going to be to hold this posture. We're trying to kick and reach with equal and opposite intensity right here. Good. Just a few more breaths, going a little bit deeper, finding that edge. 3, 2, and 1. Good. Come on back up. Beautiful. With control. Second side, we're going to take that left hand to that left hip, palm is facing up. Again, without twisting or turning that hand, just straighten that. Grab it onto the inside of the left ankle. Bring those knees back together. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, start to kick into that hand. Good, that kick happens first, then let that chest lower. Find that one gaze of focus. Reach for that with your fingers in that mirror. Good, this posture is cardiovascular. It gets that heart rate up. So keep breathing into it, thinking about that core the whole time. And think about those nice, big, diaphragmatic breaths here. Good, as you breathe, try to go just a little bit deeper with every exhale. Finding that center, that point where you can hold this forever, with that equal place between the kick and the reach. We're going just a little bit deeper here for 3, 2, and 1. Good. Very nice, everyone. We're going to do one more set just like this. This one's half as long, though. So this one you can go right to where you left off and really push it. So again, right elbow to that right hip. Straighten that arm, reach to the inside of that right ankle. Bring the knees back together. You guys know where to go. So if you're going to inhale and just hold right here, feel free to do that. If you're moving on, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, start to kick and reach. Good. So we're finding that nice kick and reach. Try to go right to where you left off. Challenge yourself here. You guys can do it. Then from here, press just a little bit deeper, kick a little bit higher. Maybe those toes just come up over the top of that head for just a moment. Last breath here, and then come back down. Very nice. Second side. Last side here. Left elbow to the left hip. Again, you guys know right where to go. Bring those knees back together. Inhale, lengthen that right arm. As you exhale, start to kick and reach. So kicking and reaching into that hand. Trying to keep that weight centered on that right foot as you go just a little bit deeper. Core engaged. Use your glutes. You're kicking so hard into that hand. A little bit deeper here for 3, 2, 1. Good. Now we'll come back to the back of the mat. We're going to do 2 sets of our bouncing stick. Start by inhaling those arms up overhead. We're going to interlace those fingers, releasing the index finger, crossing your thumbs. First bouncing stick. Inhale, lengthen, exhale, big step forward with that right leg. From here, engage that core. We're going to come down in a straight line. Imagine you're the capital letter T here. You're keeping your hips square down towards the mat. Imagine someone's pulling your arms, pulling your leg. Go just a little bit deeper for 3, 2, and 1. Good, we'll come right back to that starting position. Keep those arms up overhead. Inhale, engage that core as you come down and forward. So find that length as you keep reaching here. Go just a little bit deeper for 3, 2, and 1. Good, hands come to heart center. Close your eyes, take one breath here in through that nose. Releasing some heat out through that mouth. Then we'll do our second set of bouncing stick. This time palms are together and just our thumbs are crossed. We'll inhale, lengthen, exhale, big step forward with that right leg. This time as we come down, those arms come back by our side to that power position. Good, engage the triceps, flex that back foot, toes are down to the mat to help you square your hips. Then from here, hands come to heart center. You can stay right here, that warrior 3. If you want to extend it, reach those arms forward, find some length for 3, 2, and 1. Good, second side. Inhale, lengthen, exhale, big step forward with that left leg. Good, again, arms come back by that side, engage the triceps, flex that back foot, square those hips, engage the core, shoulders press down and away. Good, hands come to heart center. You can stay right here if you want to reach the arms forward, finding that extended warrior 3, hold for 3, 2, 1. Good, slowly come back up, hands come back to heart center. One more breath here. Inhale through that nose, come back to that intention. Find a little gratitude for your body. Exhale when you're ready. Then we'll work our way down onto our mat. So we're gonna do a mini Savasana, just lying on your back in a resting position. Good. As you come to that resting position, lie on your back. Here, try to connect back to your intention, your breathing. Good, find that inhale, that exhale. Help to control that heart rate and that breathing by just using that breath. We're getting ready to move into our flow part of class. The flow part is where we speed it up just a little bit. The first and the third are a little bit faster. The second and the fourth slow it down, but we keep things moving. We change the music just a little bit here. So while we're getting ready and preparing mentally for that, just stay in this resting position. You can come back to it at any point throughout the flows. Listen to your body and honor what your body needs today. Maybe you need a little bit more rest. That is totally fine. Maybe you need more water, more breaks, whatever it is. Just know that every day your practice can be a little bit different. Good, we're getting ready to move into that first flow. If you're ready for that, you can start to wiggle those fingers, wiggle those toes. When you're ready, you can roll onto your side, and then we'll meet into that downward facing dog for that first flow. Good, I like to do a little bit of core work first. So from here, inhale that right leg up, bring that knee to that nose, and squeeze, hold. Good, take that leg back up, exhale that right knee to that right elbow, that plank position, hold. Take that leg back up, and then exhale, taking that right leg across to the left elbow, hold here for 3, 2, 1. Good, take that leg back up and lower it down. Good, inhale the left leg up, 3-legged dog. Good, we'll exhale, knee to nose. Take that leg back up, exhale left elbow to that, or left knee to that left elbow. Take that leg back up, and exhale that left knee to that right elbow. Hold and squeeze. Take that leg back up. Good. Flow 1, inhale that right leg up, bend the knee and stack the hips. You can stay right here, you can flip into that wild thing if that's in your practice. Good, then we'll rotate around, plant that right hand, engage that core as you reach that left arm up. Again, we'll all be back in that 3-legged dog, and then exhale, bring that leg forward and through, warrior 1. Inhale up, and then exhale to that warrior 2. Engage that core, flip that front palm, inhale, reach forward, exhale, reverse that warrior, finding length through that body. Good, we'll come right back to that warrior 2, take your gaze to that back wall, inhale, reach forward, dropping that right elbow to that right knee, left arm reaches up. Nice breath right here, then take that bottom hand down to the mat, top arm goes up and over your head, extended side angle. Good, take that left hand down to the mat, bump up to the back toes, rotate, reaching that right arm up, then take that arm behind your back, half bind, opening up that shoulder. Good, next we'll humble our warrior, taking that arm up, wrap it around around the inside of the leg, outside of the leg. Let that head hang down and heavy. Good. Here, you can hold. You can always take that bottom knee down to the mat, whatever you need, but let that heart rate come down, head below your heart. Good. From here, plant that right hand to the outside of that right foot. Rotate, reaching that left arm up. Good. From here, you can take that arm behind your back, half bind, full bind if that's your practice. If you have birds of paradise, feel free to move into that right now. Otherwise, keep lifting that chest, engage that core, and we'll all come and meet in that low lunge. Hands are at heart center. Good. From here, we'll rotate over towards that right side of the room, opening up the chest, separating those arms. Good. Hands come back to heart center. We'll move down and through that flow. Second side, inhale, left leg up, bend the knee and stack the hips. You can hold there and move into that wild thing. Good. Bring that left hand down, engage that core so that leg comes around and through, reaching that right arm up. Good. We'll come back to that three-legged dog. Everyone can meet here, then bring that leg forward and through, right into warrior one. Inhale those arms up. Exhale, engage that core to that warrior two. Lift that front palm. Inhale, reach forward. Exhale, reverse that warrior. Finding length, letting that back hip slide down that back leg. Come right back to that warrior two. Take your gaze to the back wall. Inhale, reach forward, dropping left elbow, left knee, right arm reaches up. Nice breath here. We'll take that bottom hand down to the mat. Top arm goes up and over, extended side ankle. Good. Right hand comes down to the mat. Bump up to the back toes. Rotate, reach that left arm up. Take that arm behind your back. Half bind, opening up the chest. Good. We'll humble that warrior. Take that arm out. Left arm goes around that left leg. Interlace those fingers. Let those head hang down heavy. Nice breath here. And then take that left hand to the outside of that left foot. Rotate, reaching that right arm up. From here, you can half bind, or again, that full bind if that's in your practice. Lifting your chest. Move into that birds of paradise if you'd like. Good. Engage that core, and then we'll come to that low lunge, hands heart center. From here, rotate over towards that left side of the room. Separate those arms if you'd like. Opening up that chest, increasing that rotation. Hands come back to heart center. Then we'll move down and through that flow. Good. From here, get ready to move into our second flow. So inhale that right leg up. Bring that leg forward and through directly into warrior two, wiggling those arms up. Nice breath here, sinking deep and straighten that front leg. We're going to face towards the left wall, arms stay out of airplane. Inhale, lift that chest. Exhale, flat back, moving forward and down. Good. Hands can reach towards the ankles, the big toes towards the mat. Whatever feels good for you. You can do a headstand here if that's in your practice. Or you can just breathe into the stretch here. You can always work those feet a little bit closer, a little bit further apart as needed. Good. Engage your core. Reach back out of airplane. Arms come out and come all the way up, flat back. Good. Come right back to that warrior two. From here, wiggle your arms. We're going to move into a side plank. So right hand comes to the center of the mat. Underneath your shoulder, rotate, reach the arms up. You can drop that bottom knee for a modification. Or you can play with it. Taking that leg up, arm up overhead. Good. From here, you can come right to that plank position. Hold here for 5 counts. You can do 5 push-ups. Maybe you do 5 on your knees, 1 on your knee, whatever you can do today. And then move through that flow. Good. Second side. Inhale that left leg up. Bring that leg forward and through directly to that warrior two. Good. Nice breath here. Sink deep and straighten that front leg. Face towards that right wall this time. This time, hands come behind your back. Interlace those fingers. Inhale, open up that chest. Exhale, come flat back, forward, down. Let those hands and those arms fall away from your back. Crown of the head comes down towards that mat. Then build a stretch through the front of the shoulders. Breathe into that. And then from here, engage the core. Lift just halfway. Arms are out of airplane. Take that right hand down to the center of the mat. Rotate, reaching that left arm up. Then you can half bind here, opening up that chest. Good. Arm comes back up. Switch to the second side. Left hand comes down. Right arm reaches up. Take that arm back, opening up that chest. Good. Arm comes up. Flat back. Engage that core as you come all the way to standing. Right back to to that warrior two. Make it strong here, nice breath, and windmill your arm. Moving into side plank. Left hand underneath the left shoulder, rotate, reaching those hips high. That's what we want here, engage the core. Then you can play with it a little bit wherever you want to go. Good, we'll come right back to that plank position. Hold there for 5 counts, or you can do 5 push-ups. Then you'll move through that flow. Good, from here you can press right back into child's pose. Taking a little rest here. Woo! How's everyone doing at home? Let that forehead relax down, come back to that intention, that nice inhale and exhale. You can have a sip of water if you need. Maybe you just need a few moments to breathe. Wherever your thoughts are, come right back to your mat, to your intention, to your breathing. And we'll get ready for that third flow. Then we'll start to slow it down from here. Good, press up to that downward facing dog if you're ready. Third flow. Inhale that right leg up. Good, from here engage the core, bring that leg forward and through to that warrior one. Second to last one of class. Good, from here press open to warrior two. Nice breath, sink a little bit deeper, make it strong, then straighten that front leg. We're gonna move into triangle. So from here, straighten that front leg. Inhale, reach forward, dropping that right hand to that right ankle or shin or a block. You can reach that arm up. Good, from here you can take that top arm up and over your head, reaching towards that mirror. Engage your core. If you'd like, core challenge, reach the bottom arm parallel to the top without moving your body. Both hands come down to the mat, bump that back leg up and in, about 3 feet apart from the other. Land that left hand, rotate, reaching that right arm up, reversing that triangle. You can half bind it if you'd like. Good, take that arm up. From here, we're gonna move into flying. So weight goes in that right foot. Arms are back by your side, back foot is flexed. Hands come to heart center. Good, from here, we're gonna move into standing split. Both hands reach down to the mat. Point that left leg. You can use that right hand and that right ankle or shin to help pull your forehead down towards that knee. Point that foot as you lift it a little higher. Imagine you're doing the splits right here. And then lower just halfway. We're gonna rotate and open up our hips and our shoulders to that left wall. You can have a block underneath you or keep your fingers on the mat. You can hover them here for a balanced challenge. Good, both hands come back to heart center. Square those hips, left hand down the mat, right arm reaches up. Point that left leg as you lift it a little higher. And we'll move down and through that flow. Good job, everyone. Hang in there, second side. Inhale that left leg up. Bring that leg forward and through directly to that warrior one. Last one in class, make it strong. Press open to that warrior two. Engage that core, tuck that tailbone. Straighten that front leg. We're gonna move into triangle. Inhale, reach forward, dropping left elbow or left hand to that left ankle or shin. Right arm reaches up. Think about that core staying solid. Then take that arm up and over that head. If you'd like that core challenge, reach the bottom arm up and parallel to the top as well. Both hands come down to the mat. Bump that back leg up and in. Plant that right hand. Rotate, reaching that left arm up. Engage that core. You can half bind if you'd like, reversing that triangle. Good. We'll take that arm back up. Put your weight into that left foot, and we're going to move into that flying position. Good. Engage that core. Hips are squared. Hands come to heart center. Then we'll move down to standing split. Both hands to the mat. Point that right leg. Good. You can use that left hand and that left ankle or shin to help work your way down. Good. Then lower that leg halfway. Open up towards that right wall with the hips and the shoulders. You can hover here if you'd like. Good. Both hands come to heart center. We'll take that right hand down to the mat. Left arm reaches higher. Point that right leg. Lift it a little bit higher for 3, 2, 1. Move down and through that flow. Good. Downward facing dog. Take a few breaths right here. We're going to slow it down as we move into that fourth flow. Good. Keep breathing right here. Fourth flow. Inhale that right leg up. Bring that leg forward and through, just halfway, about 3 feet. Heels are in line as you slowly round up to standing. Good, take a breath here, and then inhale those arms up overhead. Palms are together, just thumbs are crossed. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, bring that chin to that chest as you round back forward and down. Good, hands can stay in prayer right in front of the foot or separate if you like. Our goal is to get that forehead to knee connection, so bend that front knee if you need to do that to get that connection. Good, take your gaze towards your own belly button, get that compression to the front of the throat. Good, and from here, engage the core, lift just halfway, arms are back by your side. Inhale, reach one arm forward. Good, second arm comes to follow that right arm, and then we'll take those arms up overhead. Good, exhale, arms down by your side. From here, we're gonna move into pigeon. So we're gonna come down to the mat, bending that right leg, and playing with the position of that leg. You can take that heel a little bit closer to your hip for one type of stretch, or you can move it where it's more parallel with the front of your mat, whatever feels good. Inhale, lengthen, you can stay right here. You can work your elbows down. You can work your forehead to the mat, reaching those arms forward. Good, wherever you are, just breathe into it, breathe into that hip. We tend to carry a ton of our stress and tension in our shoulders and our hips. So relax those shoulders, relax your jaw. Send your breath right into that area of compression. You can hold right there, or if you want to work into mermaid, you can bend that back knee, reaching with that left hand for that left foot. You can eventually work it up towards your elbow crease. And then you can take your other arm up, maybe even binding if you'd like. You can also move into full splits right here if that's in your practice. Good, wherever you are, we're gonna work back to our second to last flow. So plank position, inhale, press away. Maybe you slow it down just a bit, really thinking about your form and how you're moving. When we get tired, that's when we tend to lose our form. Good, second side, inhale that left leg up. Bring that leg forward and through, just halfway or about 3 feet. Rounding slowly up to standing. Inhale those arms up overhead. Palms are together. Maybe switch the cross of your thumbs. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, bring that chin to that chest, rounding forward and down. Getting that forehead to knee connection. Good, remember that gaze is at your own belly button. That helps with metabolism, sleep cycle. We want that compression through the front of the throat, thyroid, parathyroid. Good, engage that core, lift just halfway, arms are back by your side. Good, from here, inhale that right arm forward, left arm comes to follow. Inhale, come all the way up to standing. Exhale, take those arms down by your side. You're gonna work into pigeon on this left side. Left leg is forward. Play with wherever the position is of that front leg. Inhale, lift. Exhale, come down. This one, you want to keep your hips square to the mat. So you can use a block right underneath that left hip on this side if you'd like. Or just breathe into it, position and shift just a bit so that you feel that those hips are still square to the mat. Then you can work your way all the way down. Keep breathing into it. Again, relax the jaw, the shoulders, the hip. Breathe into that hip, trying to relax those muscles. Letting go of any of that tension we're subconsciously holding on to. You can stay right there. If you want to work into mermaid on this side, bend that right knee. Working that right foot towards that right elbow crease. And then you can move into that bind if you'd like. Good. From here, come right back to our last flow. This one, slow it down half the speed. Core stays engaged. Elbows are right by your side as you lower down. Move with intention here. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Good. This is our last downward facing dog in class. So just see how it feels different than what it did at the beginning of class. Breathe into it. Maybe that core is automatically engaging. That's what I want to see. Maybe those heels are sinking just a bit. Maybe you're finding some length through muscles that were tightened up in the beginning. Good. From here, you can gently step or float those feet forward. We'll round up to standing. Come right back to mountain pose. And we're getting ready to do one balancing pose, our tree pose. Hands come to heart center here. Think about that posture. Stand nice and upright, core engaged. Then take that right leg up. You can put it above or below your knee joint on that left leg. pressing maybe into that inner thigh. Then from there, think about posture. Bring your shoulder blades back, engage that core. Find that one gaze of focus. Weight is grounding through that left foot, the 3 points of that left foot. Then you can start to play with that tree. So maybe you reach your arms up, maybe your tree moves. Maybe you reach those arms back behind you. I like this stretch, opening up the chest. You can always challenge your balance by taking your gaze up or closing your eyes. Good, you can play with it here a little bit. Whatever speaks to you today. And then bring those hands back to heart center. Keep that core engaged. We'll slowly lower that leg down, ground through that right foot now. Find some length as you lift that left leg up, pressing it in towards that inner thigh. Open up that chest, engage that core. Again, you can stay right here. You can play with it a little bit if you like, growing that tree, playing with your gaze, your focus, your eyes. That'll help challenge that balance, relying on those other senses to help you balance rather than relying on that vision. Good, keep that core engaged. Hands come back to heart center when you're ready. We'll lower that leg down. Good, from here, inhale those arms up overhead. Exhale back down towards that mat. Inhale, lift halfway, finding length through that body. Exhale back down towards the mat. Plant those hands, you can gently step or float back to plank. From here, think of that nice position we've been working on. Engage that core. Inhale, press away. Then exhale, we're just going to lower all the way down to the mat. Elbows by your side. Good. Maybe your knees come down first. From here, we're going to move into cobra. So engage the core. Squeeze the glutes. Top of the feet are into the mat. Press those legs together and into the mat. Inhale, then as you exhale, lift that chest. Good. From here, you're trying to not put too much weight into your hands. Instead, make those muscles along your spine do the work to help lift you a little bit higher. Good. As you come down, exhale that right ear down into the mat. Arms are back by your side. Good. Breathe and relax those shoulders down away from your ears. This is an awesome passive neck stretch. So just breathe into that neck stretch, maybe even lifting your chin just a bit as that left shoulder works down and away. Really feeling that stretch. Good, we'll come right back to cobra. Lips down to the mat. Take both hands underneath your shoulders. Legs pressing to the mat. Squeeze the glutes. Inhale as you exhale. Lift that chest. Good, maybe this time you play with it, even hovering those hands just a bit, or lifting just a little bit higher. Then we'll exhale down to the mat. Left ear comes to the mat. Both arms by your side. Nice breath here, relaxing those shoulders, relaxing that neck. Try to come right back to that intention quickly, letting that heart rate come down, connecting that breath. Good, lips come back to the mat. This time arms are down by your side for airplane. Inhale as you exhale, lift the arms. This time your legs stay together, but they lift away from the mat as well. Good, lift just a little bit higher here, squeezing your glutes. And then we'll slowly come down. Right ear comes down to the mat. Good, lips come back to the mat. Arms come behind your back, interlacing your fingers. Inhale as you exhale, lift those arms, opening up that chest. Lift those legs a little bit higher. Good, the soft part of your belly eventually is the only thing touching. Then we'll lower back down, left ear down to the mat. Relax arms by your side, palms up, toes can come together, heels can fall open. Good, let's come back to the mat. From here, you're gonna bend both knees, reaching and grabbing on the outside of the foot, onto the top of the foot, right underneath the toes. Bring those knees back together. Inhale, and as you exhale, start kicking into your hands, creating that teardrop shape in both sides of your body here. Lifting that chest, lifting the legs a little bit higher. Again, just the soft part of the belly is working here. Thighs are lifting away from the mat. Chest is lifting away. Good, and we'll slowly lower down. From here, press right back into your child's pose. So just breathe into it right here, coming back to that intention. Good, Good. If you'd like, you can walk your hands over to one side of your mat, maybe just stretching through the side of your body as you're in this child's pose, breathing into that rib expansion. If you're there, you can work to the other side, taking a few breaths here. Okay, next we're going to work our way onto our back for bridge and wheel. So we usually face towards that back wall, resting down, arms are down by your side. Good, from here, engage your core. Arms are pressing into the mat, heels towards your hips. You're going to start to lift those hips high, squeezing the glutes. You can work one shoulder blade underneath you and then the other, interlacing those hands, opening up the chest even more, lifting the hips higher. Good, you can play with it, maybe taking one leg up and then the other. Good, and we'll slowly lower down. Core is engaged the whole time until the hips come all the way to the mat. Good. From here, you can hug your knees into your chest, rocking side to side if that feels good, massaging your low back. And then you can do another set of bridge, bridge just like that. I'll instruct for wheel. Good, so bring those feet back down to the mat, heels up towards your hips. For wheel, those hands come right above your shoulders, fingers down towards your feet. Inhale, and as you exhale, you're going to start to press up onto those hands, lifting the hips high, pressing your chest up and forward here. Again, you can play with it if you like, moving one leg and then the other. No matter where you are, engage that core as you lower nice and slowly back down to the mat, making the abdominals the last thing to relax, and then hug your knees into your chest. You can rock side to side. We'll do our yogi sit-up next, so straighten those legs out, flat to the mat. Arms are up overhead, palms towards the ceiling, thumbs are crossed. From here, what we're going to do is inhale, and as we exhale, we'll double exhale, reaching up towards our feet. So let's do that together. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale. Good. Next, we're going to come to the top of our mat. We're going to sit onto those heels. We're going to work into fixed firm. So from here, make sure this feels comfortable at your knees. You can always sit on a block right underneath your hips. And if that doesn't feel comfortable, you can just stay right here or modify as you need. If this feels good and you can sit back onto your mat, just separate those feet just slightly. Make sure, again, your knees feel good. You can always sit on a block right here. If that feels good, you can take your hands to the arches of your feet, then work one elbow down at a time. You can hold right here. If you want to move a little bit deeper, work one shoulder down at a time. And then from here, you can take those arms up overhead, interlacing. From here, though, always press those knees back together and into the mat. Breathing, feeling that gentle C curve through that low spine. Engage that core. Keep breathing into it here. Good. Then you can take one hand at a time, working slowly back up, one elbow at a time, just like you went into it. And then we'll come all the way up, moving into frog. So you can always do a yogi squat if you like instead. For frog, separate those knees wide, feet even wider. Bring your elbows or forearms down to the mat, breathing into the inner thighs, the adductors, feeling that stretch here. You can always move a little rocking forward and back with that inhale and that exhale, working into that stretch, relaxing those hips just a bit, letting go of some of that tension. Good. Then to come up and out of this, put your weight back into your forearms, those hands, bring those feet together and those knees together. Good. Next, we're going to come and stand onto our knees for our deepest back bend of class. This is the one we've been working towards, camel. So for camel, bring your hands to your low hips. From here, engage your core, squeeze your glutes. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, start to extend up and back. Maybe it's just a mini one here. You're not dumping through your neck. You're lengthening through that whole spine, squeezing your glutes the whole time. If you'd like, you can take one hand down to the inside of the heel at a time. Once you're there, no matter where you are, lift your chest, press it up and forward towards that front mirror. Glutes stay active to protect that low spine. And then slowly come up and out of it just like you went into it. Pressing right back into child's pose. Just breathe into it here. Breathe into that low back. And just know that that one opens up that heart chakra, that center chakra, that's our emotional center. So it's normal to feel a little bit of emotion right here. Just breathe into that. Relax. Come back to that intention. Good. To counteract that back bend, we're going to sit back onto our heels again for a rabbit. You can always take the back of your mat up over your feet to help grab onto it, or you can grab onto your heels. Good. From here, bring your chin to your chest. Start rounding down. You're going to work the crown of the head down into the mat in front of your knees. You're going to lift those hips high using your arms trying to pull. Never dumping weight into your head. Instead, use your arms to support you. Rounding up here. Good. We'll slowly come down and out of it. We're just going to do a couple of stretches now. We're almost there. So next, we're going to take that right leg out to the corner of the room. Inhale those arms up overhead. Exhale, come down and over that right leg. Trying to lengthen through that low back, that spine that whole time. You can grab onto your ankle, your shin, your foot, wherever it feels good. Let that head round down if you can. Just breathe into where you're feeling that stretch, that tension, and try to relax it here. Also relax your shoulders and your jaw. Good. Inhale, bringing those arms up overhead. Take that left hand behind your hip. Inhale, lift those hips high, breathing. And then we'll switch, coming back down. Switch the legs, engage that core. I always throw that one in. Inhale, those arms up overhead. Exhale, round up and over that left leg, finding some length through your body. Breathing into it here. Just relaxing down, melting into it. Or you can keep it really active by pulling those toes back and feeling an increased stretch through the back of the leg. Good. Engage that core. Take those arms back up. Continue that movement. Right hand comes behind your hips. Lift your hips high. Nice breath. And then just lower back down to the mat. Good. Next, bring those feet together. So from here, feet are together. Inhale, lengthen for this butterfly. I like to hold on to your ankles. Exhale, you can flat back, come forward and down. Try to keep that flat back as long as you can, and then eventually you can round that forehead down to your feet. You can also use your elbows pressing into your knees to help open up those hips, breathing into that hip tension. This is another hip opener. Relax the shoulders, the jaw, the forehead. You can keep that flat back or round down, like I said. Whatever feels good today in your practice. Good. Engage that core. Come on back up. Very nice. And from here, we'll take your legs out in front of you. From here, inhale those arms up overhead. Good. We're going to come down, reaching through towards those feet, working those hips back. Find some length. Inhale, lengthen. Good. Exhale. You can always round down or just keep that flat back, whatever feels good as you're lengthening through that body. And then to come back up, I like to engage that core and just walk those hands up by your side. Good. We're going to do one more inversion of class. So I'm going to have you lie onto your back. Good. From here, you're going to roll onto your back, lifting those hips up towards the ceiling. Feet are reaching straight up. You can feel free to stay right here if that's all the further that you want to go. That works on the blood flow, the circulation. If you'd like, you can press up to shoulder stand, lifting those hips high. Hands are at the low back supporting. Hips are above your shoulders. Weight is spread out across your shoulder blades here. You can hold right here. You can play with it just a little bit if you'd like. Good, pedaling out those legs, bicycle. Then come back to that shoulder stand. Legs are straight up above you. Hold right there, then move into plow. So for plow, bend at the waist. Those legs are to come down. Good, working their way down. Very nice. You can separate the feet, those
to the floor in front of you. You can bend those knees if you like, massaging the side of your head, releasing here. Good, and then engage that core as you slowly lower your hips down. Good. One vertebra at a time, your hips come down to the mat. If you'd like a slow core challenge here, you can take your hands underneath your hips. Everyone do that for me. Engage the core, press the low back into the mat. Good. And then from here, you can slowly lower your legs to your own count of 10. But here, make sure that low back does not come away from the mat. If it does, bend your knees and let those legs come down. You have to keep that low back connection to the mat. Good. From here, bend that right knee. You're going to hug onto it, pulling it towards that right armpit. So try to relax your shoulders, your jaw here. Good. Breathe into that compression at the front of the hip, but just relax everything else. This is wind relieving pose, wind removing pose. And then we'll take that right knee across that body, guiding it with that left hand. Good. From here, you can take your gaze over towards that right hand if you like, giving that stretch through that whole spine from the base of that head all the way down that spine towards your pelvis. This is my favorite posture. Just breathe into it. Try to assess your body. See any area that you're still holding on to tension. Relax and relieve it there. Good. Bring those knees back into your chest. You can hug on here again. Good. If you'd like, you can slowly lower your legs down again to your own count of 10, hands underneath your hips. Or you can just switch to the other side of that wind removing posture. Whatever feels good for you. Eventually, we'll all work there, bending that left knee. Interlace all 10 fingers as you hold onto that left knee. Pull it towards that left armpit. Relax your shoulders, your jaw. Lengthen through the back of your neck by just tucking your chin slightly. Good. Breathe into it here. Good. We'll guide this knee up and over our body. Moving into that spinal twist here. Good. You can take your gaze over towards the left. That left arm reaches out if that feels good. Again, assess your body. See where you're holding on to tension, stiffness. Send your breath right to it and relax it. Try to keep your mind focused on your mat for the last few minutes here. Coming back to that breath, that deep breathing, that intention. Good. Bring your knees into your chest here. You can hug on, rocking side to side. You can move to happy baby if that's in your practice and that feels good. You can always play with this by grabbing onto the outside edges of the foot. You can grab onto the inside arches, or you can grab onto the big toe with that peace finger and thumb grip. Whatever feels good for you. So maybe you play with that as you rock side to side, relaxing that low back. You can move into any other posture, anything that we didn't get to today in class. Good, you can work into that final Savasana. If you'd like one more slow core challenge, take those hands underneath the hips again, engage that core. Slowly lower those legs down, keeping low back connected to the mat. Then we're going to get ready to work into our final Savasana. So this Savasana, if you'd like me to reposition you just a bit, I'll do that right now, or you can just relax where you are. But start by lengthening the back of the neck by tucking the chin, scooting that head up just a bit. Then take one shoulder blade underneath you and then the other. From there, scoot the hips down just a bit to flatten the low back. And then relax those legs, those hips. Let go of any tension. Let those legs be as wide as you like. Good. Take those arms out to your side as wide as you like. Close those eyes. And then just stay right here, dipping into your own breath.
for this class. Stay right there. These are our last few moments to really connect and be present with ourselves here, especially with everything that's going on right now in our world. It's so important to take time for yourself and love on your family, your friends, your neighbors, yourself. Come back to this breathing, this intention, this focus, this meditation. An easy way to meditate here is if you start by thinking of a color, starting right at the center of your chest, at your heart. From here, with every breath, see that color expand just a little bit at a time, just centimeters, slowly expanding. Every breath is taking it through that body, relaxing any muscle, any bone, any fiber of your body that it touches. Keep relaxing here. If that mind wanders, just come back to that inhale and that exhale. Acknowledge your thought and then just let it go. Resting pose as long as you'd like. And thank you so much for joining us on this High YouTube warm-up class. We miss you all so much. We can't wait till we can all be back in the studio together.